1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the beat back.
Hello YouTube, it's the KingPin of Cinema here with another Magic the Gathering deck review by yours truly. And now I'm going to be showing you guys my green wolf creature deck, where I should just call it my green woodland creature deck because there's a few more things in here other than wolves. So one day I had this idea of, I love Howl of the Wolf pack. I mean, this is a pretty amazing card. It costs 7, and for every forest you have, you get a 2/2 wolf creature. So if you have 7 lands, you get 7 wolves. But what if I combine it with Work the Raid Mother? I can Spire it and get 14 2/2 wolves. Then I was like, what if I had Doubling Season out? I'd get 28 2/2 wolves in one turn. So basically, these 3 cards and that one idea is what spawned this deck. So we're going to start up here with the enchantments and sorceries and instances. As you all know, as any green player knows, that the biggest weakness to green is flying. So to help combat flying creatures, Raking Canopy is 4 damage to any creature attacking you that has flying. So, you know, 2 of those, pretty good. But honestly, I wish I had more Spider Silk armors, because it gives all your creatures reach and it boosts their defense by 1. I wish I had 2 more of these so I could run 3 of them instead of the Raking Canopies. But as it stands, this is pretty good for what I got here. But honestly, I think more of these is better. Then for Mana XL, we have 2 Overgrowths, which basically you put on a forest and now it produces 3 instead of 1. Then we got Genesis Wave from Mirrodin, and basically what this does, it's 3 mana, and you tap X, and the X, you reveal cards, and for how many permanents that equal X or less, you get to put into play. Any non-permanents go in the graveyard, so there is a bit of a risk there. But since this is such a creature-heavy deck, it will most likely work out in my favor. Another thing in green decks that any green player will have is enchantment and artifact destruction. I chose to go with Gleeful Sabotage because of the Conspire, so I can destroy 2.
And it also just costs 2 like any other.
Yeah, it costs 2 like any other, but you get to do more with it. So, I mean, that's why I have 2. Maybe I should have 3 or 4, but for right now, just 2. Primal Command does 4 things. You get to choose 2. It's okay. That could probably be going soon. Of course, any green deck's not complete without Giant's Growth. I mean, come on.
The old-fashioned ones.
Yeah, these are the old-school Giant Growths. Oh, except that one. I mean, that's kind of newer. But, yeah, Giant's Growth is pretty good. And, of course, we got 3 more Howl of the Wolf packs for a total of 4. And this is really what this old deck's all about. Then we got Gaia's Embrace, which I wish I had more. For 4 mana, a creature gets +3/+3, trample, and regeneration. So these are really good. Then we got a really fun card, Epic Struggle. Basically with this card, if you have 20 or more creatures in play under your command, you win the game. So yeah, let me repeat that. You win the game if you control 20 or more creatures.
At the beginning of your upkeep.
At the beginning, yeah, let me specify. It is at the beginning of your next upkeep. So there is a bit of a stipulation there. It is hard to use, but in a prolonged game, this will win you the game. And it is really fun to win with this. Incredibly cheap, but fun. For some life gain, Taste of Paradise. Basically for 4, you magically gain 3. But for every additional 2 mana you pay, you get an additional 3 life. So if you have a lot of mana, which every green deck is Mana Excel, you will gain a lot of life. And finally, for spells, we have Worldly Tutor. And this is basically allows you to search for a card, you reveal it, and you put it on top of your deck. So you're guaranteed to get a card that you picked. So that's pretty good. Now on to creatures. Then we have Khazad-dû Tuskcaller, a level up. Basically, when you fully level this up, you get to put out 2 3/3 elephant creature tokens every time you tap this. It takes a while to level up. It costs, you have to get it to level 6 to do that, and it costs 2 mana to level up. But once you achieve that, you're getting 2 3/3 elephants out every turn. Now, every green deck is going to have Overrun, or some type of form of Overrun in it. So that's why I have Kamal Fista Corsa, because you tap 5, it's Overrun, and it stacks. So for 10 mana, it's +6/+6, Trample. And also for the Overrun, I have Garruk. And not just for the Overrun, but you also get to untap 2 lands as well. So you're going to want to have him in a green deck. For some life gain, I have Well-Wishers. And if any of you guys follow these videos and you know my stance on how much I hate elves, well, believe me, if I could run this deck without having to resort to freaking elves, I would. But you kind of need elves in order for the Mana Excel and life gain. They're not the focus of the deck, they're just there for the support. For me to get out these guys. This is what this deck's all about. These guys. Not these. These. Then we got Rias the Redeemed. For 6, you tap him, you get to make a copy of every token in play. So you get 7 of these guys, you play 6, now you have 14. And if you have Doubling Season, well, you get a lot more. Then we got Llanowar Elves for the Mana Excel. Imperious Imperfect. He basically just buffs elves. That's what I need him for. Because, well, as you can see, 1/1... 1/1, 1/1. This kind of helps keep these guys alive a bit longer. Kali Hydra. Well, he's an 8/8 trample, and he can cost 0. Basically, it costs 1 less tree for every green creature you have. And since this deck is designed to get a lot of green creatures out, you can play him for free. So, that's why he's there. Warren Run Packmaster. You champion an elf, you tap 3, you put a 2/2 wolf creature token out in the play. And it gives each wolf death touch. So, if you're going to run a wolf deck, you gotta have them. Then 3 Farhaven Elves. Basically, I get for 3, get a land, put it into play tapped. There are spells that cost 2 that do the same thing. So, I went with the creature because sometimes, since you got a champion, say this is the situation, you lose your champion, at least you get the elf back and you get another land. So that's one reason to keep these guys around, and you know, it's a creature, it's disposable. Then this guy, Fidohorn Elder, you tap him and get 2 green mana. So he's like these guys, but you get 2. Then the Tree Speaker. Once you fully level her up, each elf taps for 2 green mana. And since there are quite a few elves in here, you can build up a lot of mana. Then we have Rofellis, Llanowar Emissary, and this guy is awesome. I tap him, and I get 1 green mana for every forest I have in play. So you've effectively doubled your mana production. Then, this guy, he basically, each creature taps for 1 forest. Not essential. I mean, I already have a ton of mana-producing guys. He can probably go for something that I think is better, but for right now, he's in here. Hey, you know what? If I get another Master of the Wild Hunt, he's gone. So yeah, Master of the Wild Hunt. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get a 2/2 wolf token, and you tap him. Tap all untapped wolf creatures you control. Each wolf tapped this way deals damage equal to its power to target creature. That creature deals its damage equal to its power divided as its controller chooses among any number of wolves. So, basically, that says is, if I have 4 wolves, I tap them, they do their damage to a creature, then it takes its power and divides it on the wolves. So it's a indirect way of doing damage to getting rid of pesky creatures that you can't normally get rid of. And hey, and if they have Death Touch, you can just spread it out. Deranged Hermit comes into play with 4 1/1 squirrels, and all squirrels get +1/+1. Hey, he's there for fun. Who doesn't want 2/2 squirrels? And finally, we got Wolfbur Elemental, Multi-Kicker. Every time you kick this guy, you get a 2/2 wolf. So hey, if I got another one of these guys, he can go. So, that's my green wolf creature deck, and I hope you guys found this informative, and I hope you have ideas for improvements, and the such. So just leave it in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And as always, if you didn't like it, oh well, okay. Oh wait. What are these Pokemon cards doing here? Get off my table! Ugh.